Hello YouTube, it's Abs the Evil Hero. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show off one or two videos about my binders and my album. I did say I was going to do a deck profile, however I'm still waiting for my tripod to come in I could keep my camera steady. So until then, I'll be doing a number of small videos here and there. But yeah, just get this open. Show it off. Yeah, so I've had a number of cards over the years, just from different eras. So the Synchro era, the Xyz, Duel Monsters, whatnot. Yeah. Now, I've played the game since I was in primary school. So I started playing the game during the early stages, back when the ban list was effectively non-existent. It was much simpler back then. You know, didn't have to worry about like synchro summoning, Xyz, and everything. It was much easier to play back then. Yeah, here we are. Now, as time went on, yeah, as the years went by, I saw the game change gradually. So from the GX era to the 5Ds, wasn't too big into the Xyz era. It's like I wasn't into the game around that time, but I did keep tabs on it here and there to see how it was going. No, as I did mention, there were two times where I did get off. There were two occasions where I did get off the game. It's just I had other responsibilities I had here and there, and of course I had some of my stuff nicked, so it just gave me a reason not to play the game anymore. So as I was great, yeah, it's just reaching the end of it, man. It's not nice, having your stuff nicked. But yeah, what can you do in it? Mm. But I did do what I can to keep track of the movement of the game, see how it was. So I did keep track, like the Xyz, the pendulums, and the links. Just I legit did not like. I did not like that link rule, where when it was first enforced, that you had to summon like stuff from the extra deck to the link areas. But I'm glad for Master Wolf 5. They came and put a stop to that. So it makes the game a bit more fairer. Yeah. I always knew they would go back at some point because just cannibalizing the game. Yeah, more people are gonna buy links as opposed to anything else. Now I did say I played the game since primary school, but there were times when I did stop. But when I fully got back into the game, it was in 2016 because they had released the Monarch structure deck, and it was like it's probably my favorite deck I ever played when I was a kid. It's the one I used more than anything else. And finding out they released support for that, it was just like, how could I? It's just like, and it was the tipping point. It's what drew me back into the game. But yeah, it's just been back into it for a couple of years now. Yeah, I got a number of decks which I'm gonna show off to you guys in the future, and just let me know if you guys liked it or if I could improve on it. You know, yeah, constructive criticism is welcomed. So yeah, I cannot wait for the Battles of Legend Armageddon to come out. And just the cards in there. The cards I want in there is just the fossil fuse, the fossil stuff from Jim from GX. Yeah, man, I've been wanting those for quite a while. Bit shocked they never released it until now. And of course, the Numeron stuff. The Numeron that stuff is gonna be wicked when it comes out. But if I luckily pull the Starlight Rare or the what's it called? What was it? The Astral Utopia. I won't complain about it. Now, my favorite era was probably the Duel Monsters era. Just like I said, the game was just far more simple back then. Didn't have to worry about a lot of stuff. If the only rules, the only real big rules was probably the ban list. But yeah, Yeah, it's got a lot of very old stuff here. Just when I got back into the game, just bought like a couple job lots just to get started, just to kickstart, and then from there, just went on. Yeah, this is my second album. You can see it's a bit dusty. Dusty. It's been a while. Yeah, man. I think I got a bit more rare stuff in here actually. But yeah, man, it's just decked out Monarch stuff out here. Monarchs was my favorite build. Yeah, man, Shield Crush back in the day. You know how it is. You're just attacking your opponent and they go on the defensive and you just drop Shield Crush on them. You know. Yeah, yes. Enemy controller and Treeborn Frog. Yeah, man, got more Monarch stuff here. Man, this was my hook. This is what got back. This is what got me back in. Oh yeah, Dark Bribe back when it was big back then. Oh yeah, Treeborn Frog. Ultimate Rare Treeborn Frog. Yeah. Yeah, this Parallel Red the Koji. I use this in my Monarch deck as well. Extra draw, help with the Lord Darkness as well. Yeah. I was shocked when I found out Raigeki came off the list. I was just like, what? Of all the cards they would bring off, I was just like, no way. Of all the cards they would bring, right, they bring that back instead. Yeah, man. So yeah, Windblast as well. Windblast was like a pretty big card back then. And yeah, and it was the ultra rare enemy controller. Yeah, it's Dust Tornado, more Monarchs. Ceasefire. Remember, I used to bust out Ceasefire hardcore. I think the card was limited to one, I think, for a period of time. It's just you attack, you got a couple of effect monsters on the field. And then, yeah, chop out Ceasefire. It's just like no different than dropping magical. It's no different than dropping magical singles on them. Vanti's Emptiness. Now, I wasn't into the game when this was big. But, like, yeah. It's just, yeah, I heard this was abused quite a bit. It got so bad, it got banned. What a shame, Actually, Transmigration Ultima. It's not a really good card anymore. I mean, it was alright back then. It's good stuff, yeah. Gauze. I remember this card was used hardcore back in the day. I think Telly Dad used it. And what was it? Breaker the Magical Warrior. I don't know. This was abused, abused like hell. Okay, yeah, but Thestalos. Yeah, it's one of the best ones. Rip a card from the opponent's hand. Breakthrough skill. Yeah, Dolka. You see Dolka right here. Yeah. Yeah, Subject Infinity. Overlord Teleporter. Yeah. I heard this was going to be used more nowadays, Junk Synchron. Yeah, Caius. Yeah, the OG Mask of Restrict. I remember when the Monarchs became a thing again, and so they were busting out in the Mask of Restrict. Thunder Dragon, actually, of this era, I think Thunder Dragon was my favorite. I think the deck was. I was not happy when Colossus got banned. I think the deck was officially killed when Colossus got banned. But I think it could probably come back in the future, and who knows? They released I wouldn't say it's specific support, but you got the new the stuff from Tomb Chaos, the light and dark monsters. So yeah, I think it could be helpful, but I think the deck, I think the deck lost its viability, in my opinion anyway, when Colossus got banned. Yeah, Peregrine War. This, yeah, it's got Japanese cards here too. So. It's Battle Fade. I don't know. This card was alright. There. Horn of Heaven. Oh, Pain Gainer. Divine Wrath you used a lot back then. Listen, more Monarch stuff, yeah. Mobius the Mega Monarch. It's good. Yeah. And I got the Evil Hero Miniature set, yeah. I've got an Evil Hero deck. I'm gonna show it off in the future. So. Yeah, there we are, Kaiku. Spirit Reaper, Mirror Force. Mirror Force was hardcore back in the day. Absolute hardcore card back in the day. Now, yeah, it's rarely seen use. But I don't know, it might come back one. It might come back into the fold one day. Who knows? Yeah, another thing, same thing with Bottomless. Bottomless is like a very hardcore card back in the day. Now it doesn't see as much play, but who knows? Like I said, never say never. Might come back in. Prime Material. It's a card you would side in like Monarchs. Yeah, Cyber Valley. Yeah, Cyber Valley, another card used back in the day. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, this is probably my favorite flip effect from way back when. Gravekeeper's Spy. I think the common one was like a £5 card back then. I don't really know how much it is now, but do my research, check it out. Yeah, it's Light and Darkness. So and Juju Fighter. Used him. It's just like people just wouldn't see it coming. Like they would drop something down, they'd attack into him face down, and then the card got top decked. Was it really good? Yeah. The card got top decked. They'd wouldn't feel very smart attacking into it. I used to like. Usually I used to side like Mystic Swordsman because Mystic Swordsman you just slice it and they just forgot about the effect. So okay, Sacred to Armor. Another OG card. Guard you use in conjunction with the Gravekeeper's Spy. Yeah, it's just Stardust. Gold rare ones. Just people don't like gold rares for some reason, but I never minded them. And there we have. We've got the big boys right here. Got the big boys right here. Ultimate Nathaniel and King Baldock. I think need to get my hands on a Golden Eldritch. Probably get it in the future. Probably put it in that Numeron deck now. See how it goes. Seen a couple of videos of it anyway. Yeah, Erebus. Yeah. I was not pleased when that deck came out. Almost immediately they got rid of like 3 cards. They got rid of Pantheism, Stormforth, and they put Aether to 1. Now Stormforth and Aether they put back, but Pantheism is still limited to 1. So I was not pleased when that went to 1. Not pleased at one bit. Dimensional Prison, Zodiac, Gear, Gusto. Yeah, yes, his dad. Let's mention him earlier with the Teledad. God rare, the Bumblebee. Cyborg, no more Monarchs. Yeah, tokens. Goats, Kuribo. Velos, yeah. What is this? Ultimate Vanities Fiend. I got 2 more, but they're in decks somewhere. Which deck? Leaves the imagination. The mystery, you'll probably find out in the future. Yeah. Now you see some of the sleeves, some of the areas they're blank. It's just I had taken them out because they're just made use for them in other decks. Yeah, it's just more. Oh, Explorer Dragon. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Yeah. Red Eye Zombie, Mizugi, Perimeter, or was it Perimeter or Ryukoki was the combo back then for zombies? Augusto. Yeah, so yeah. That's what you want, DHK, Graceful Charity. For Blade, essentially. Yeah, Relinquish Secret, too. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that was my album, just showcasing it. Just to see how it's good. Just to see what's this. It's one of 2 albums. Sorry, I take that back. Sorry, this is two of the number of albums I have. I'll be showing them off in my other set of videos. But yeah, I will be doing a deck profile pretty soon, and of course, yeah, I can't wait. The highly anticipated Battles of Legend Armageddon when that comes out. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting that up on YouTube. 4 boxes. Hopefully, I'm just hoping for Like, hopefully I can get that Starlight rare, you know, if I'm lucky. But if I'm not, then, you know, I'm not gonna be bummed over it. Just probably get the fossil stuff and the fossil stuff and the Numo and stuff. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Evil Hero GG.